Imagine yourself standing in front of the greatest of what the human hand made. Before the three pyramids, the symbol of eternity and the greatness of the pharaonic civilization. In the heart of the Egyptian desert, specifically on the Giza Plateau, the pyramids stand tall, telling the story of thousands of years. It is not only stone buildings, this is an engineering miracle, which challenged time, reason, and logic. Its beauty is not only in its
La
form,
chukra, la
but in
chukra.
your sense
Bro,
of the
thank
first
you.
thing you see. You feel dread with dazzle, as if you came back in time for thousands of years. Each stone in the pyramid is carefully surrounded, every corner is carefully calculated, and the mastery that the pyramids have been in the pyramids are asked to ask yourself, how do they do so without modern equipment? And when the sun is absent and its golden rays descend on the face of the pyramid, the scene remains an artistic painting. You feel that you are in front of a dream. It is not true. The Great Pyramid, the Pyramid of Khufu, not only the largest pyramid in Egypt, but it is one of the wonders of the seven ancient world, and the only wonder that is still standing. As if time stood up in respect of its greatness, the side of the pyramids, the Sphinx stands, a huge statue with the text of the face of a human being and the body of a lion. The visitors are watched with a silent look, as if to protect the secrets of civilization Do. The pyramids are not an archaeological place. This is a journey in time, he studied in Genius, and a whisper of the past saying, we were here, and we insulted our silence forever. Which in the heart of the Egyptian desert, specifically on the Giza Plateau, something unlike anything else in this world stands there. He stands there tall, defying time, and silent as if he was guarding a secret that only he knows. It is the pyramids. Thousands of years ago, man looked at the sky, then looked at the earth and thought, how can a dream become a stone? How can the desire of eternity turn into a consistent geometric mountain of giant stones? The pyramids are not just graves, not only great stone buildings, but rather a living embodiment of the genius of the ancient man and its relationship to the universe, with the soul, death, and after death. When you approach it, you feel that the earth is shaking under your feet, not fear, but respect. There is something that is not described by words, a sense of greatness, a feeling that you are standing in front of a miracle. The Great Pyramid, the Pyramid of Khufu, is the greatest that the pharaonic civilization left for the world. More than 4,500 years ago, more than 2 million stone. Every stone weighs as if you carry a secret in your heart. And when you touch it, not only touch stones, but touch history, touch time, touch eternity. But beauty is not only in size, but in accuracy. Each corner, each line, each surface, carefully studied. The base is completely square, and the directions are accurately identical to the four original parties. How did they do that? How did they do so without machines, without a computer, without any technology? The same question has become part of the magic of the pyramids. And when you look at the sky over it and try to reach the stars, she discovers an amazing need. Arranging the pyramids similar to the arrangement of the Orion belt in the sky, and this is not a coincidence. The pharaohs saw that death is not the end, but rather a journey between the planets. Because of that, they built the pyramids as if they were heavenly gates, which paved the way for the soul to eternity. In a moment, while you are standing there, you can forget yourself, forget the whole world, and you feel that you are very small. But at the same time, you are part of a larger story, the human story, the story of the dream, and the story of civilization. At sunset, when the sun's rays come slowly on the face of the pyramid, the stones turn into soft gold, as if the sun itself bending its head in respect of these columns that challenge death. The side of the pyramids, the Sphinx stands, a huge statue with a fixed look, does not close, does not change. The face of a human being, a lion's body, a symbol of strength, intelligence, and guardian silence. The Sphinx busts the east, as if he was waiting for a new dawn. But the real question is, who is waiting for? And who will he understand the message that I will do there? Until today, the scientists are not able to explain everything. In many secrets, more tales and dreams are still buried in sand. The pyramids are not only traces, this is a testimony that a person when he dreams can achieve miracles. And because of this, when you come to visit it, you will not see it, but hear, sense, live the moment. Because the pyramids are not a place. The pyramids are an experience. In every stone, a story. In ever, you are walking around them. You feel that you are in a movie, but a movie that is not a writer's imagination. This is a movie of the same truth. Ramla the plateau moves under your leg, and the light desert breeze is in suspicion of suspicion, as if to whom it will come to you. You are now in the presence of eternity. Each corner of the pyramids has a different shape. It lizards from the inception. It meets it as a mountain. It looks at the side. The engineering lines are united with each other in silent musical harmony. People come from the end of the world to see it. People from Japan, from America, from China, from Brazil. Yiga, not to see buildings, but to see the meaning. Oh, because the pyramids are not buildings. This is an idea, a dream, a big question that is repeated for thousands of years. How? Each one thinks about his way and contemplates his way. But in the other, they all come out with one sense, fascination. And when you look up, you see the top of the pyramid. You feel that it is close, but it is impossible. People imagine that she can look at her, but when she tries to take a step, she realizes that she is not just a sort, a journey. And every step in it is not from the summit, but from history itself. A long time ago, the pyramids were covered with smooth white stones. Imagine the scene. Under the sun of Egypt, it was shining in the diamond costume, from afar, as if they were lights from the sky. And when the sun was hitting, the rays were reflected as a heavenly flame. And what came from anywhere in Egypt was seeing it from tens of kilometers. So he knows that here the capital, and here the greatness, and here the heart that beats civilization. Above all this, they were covering the top of the pyramid with what was believed to be gold, plated. Imagine, a huge pyramid, bright white, and put it in shining under the sunlight, such as pure gold. It was a legendary scene, as if you were seeing a door between the two worlds. The engineers who built the pyramids were geniuses that were not normal. They knew mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. And they knew the most important need. They knew dreaming. Each room is the face of the pyramid. Narrow corridors, interior rooms, are all worked with very accurate calculations. The rooms are not randomly. The royal room, for example, is directly heading towards a specific star, as if they were preparing the king for his trip after death, and they wanted to guarantee that he would connect to the stars that govern the other world. People have not been afraid of death. They were seeing a new beginning, a transition from short life to eternal life. And because of this, the pyramid is not just a cemetery. The pyramid was a ship, a stone ship, with the kings fluffing from the ground to the sky. Of course, we do not forget the people who built the pyramids. There are many myths that they say that they were slaves, but the truth is that they were professional workers, artists, engineers, and soldiers. They were working proudly because they knew that they were making something greater than any other need. There are graves close to the pyramids in which some workers who helped build. The cemeteries are respectful, as if the pharaohs knew the value of those who participated in achieving this miracle. Even the art on the walls of the graves tells about them, about their eating, about their clothes, about their joy. Manganoush is just builders. They were people living a dream, and every day they were closer to the great truth that stands for the day, saying to the whole world, we were here, and we cursed our silence. And when the night descends and the world is silent, the pyramids prefer standing, silent, but their voice connects, not to speak, but with feeling. You feel that you are not alone, as if in the souls of the place, quietly walking, guarding the stone, and keeping the secret. In a moment, you feel that you stayed part of the place, not a visitor, but a witness, a spirit of the souls that stood here before you, contemplated, wondered, and dazzled.